Happy Monday. Today we're going to go over rate, market data, and I'll even give you a couple of tips. Stay right there. I'll be right back.
You were talking about money, right?
Separate yourself widely from the pack moving forward. Is that something that you would be willing to have a discussion about?
Because they didn't get it.
They
were
probably
like,
didn't get it. Yeah.
To follow up with your clients, to generate more leads.
Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Market Talk. I'm Mark Jones, your Millennial Mortgage expert, and we've got some data for you today. We're going to talk about interest rates. We're going to talk about the market in San Antonio, and we're going to talk about a couple of tips that could help you if you're moving to the great state of Texas. So first things first, let's jump into our mortgage rates of the day, give you guys a little bit of perspective of what's going on out there. And lucky for me, the new mortgage tool that Google had come out with is back. And you can use this yourself, just simply typing in mortgage rates today into the Google machine, and it'll pop this little nifty tool up for you that allows you to put in what you're searching for, your criteria, the loan amount, down payment, the state that you're searching in addition to what you believe your credit score is. So as I look in today, I'm going to put here 5% down. And instead of shopping what we normally would, just the conventional rates, it actually added a couple of additional data points and different programs. So we're going to take advantage of that today. As I look here, 5% down at a 680 credit score for a 30-year fixed mortgage is sitting at 4.458%, whereas a 30-year fixed FHA mortgage is about 0.25% lower at 4.272. Our VA rates are trickling upwards a little bit above the average fixed rate, conventional, and USDA is following that trend as well. Now, guys, again, this is a tool that allows you, the consumer, to go in and make sure that what you're seeing online is actually valid, actually within line of what everybody else is out there. Sometimes when you see something and it is too good to be true, most of the time it is, guys. So be careful with all the bait and switch that's going on with market compression continuing to compress. We definitely are seeing a lot of competition. And a lot of folks out there are utilizing verbiage and fine print and tricks that essentially would get you as the consumer to apply for a mortgage, but in all right honesty, they are simply trying to get the bell to ring. And I want you as the consumer to be aware of this and make sure that you are checking the company in addition to the service that you're being provided in. So those are your rates, and I would like to actually jump into a quick video that SABOR, the San Antonio Board of Realtors, puts together each month. And it's got some great data points that I definitely want to point out to you guys and share. Shout out to SABOR, the San Antonio Board of Realtors, for putting this together. I'm going to quickly narrate this as we run through it. So I've got total homes sold in January is at 2,251. The average price is at 351,226. The median price is now sitting at 302,700, and that was just for the month of January. Your average price in square foot rose from $141 a square feet to $171 a square foot, with the average days on market still sitting at 35 days. The total sold segment looks like 72% of buyers are in the $200,000 to $500,000 price range, leaving about 14% below and 13% above that price range. The amount of listings that hit the market this past month of January was at 3,169. Active listings is sitting at around 4,152, and the pending sales is sitting at 3,159. And what that tells me is that as soon as it's going in, if it's worth anything, it's coming right back out. Very few properties left, judging by the actual months of inventory, which is sitting at 1.2 months. The average median price per county, and this is something that I think is pretty telling. As you can see, Bexar County is sitting at a medium sales price of $287,950, whereas you look in comparison to Travis County, which is now sitting at $555,000 as the medium house average price. One thing that I do want to share with you guys is the market comparison from Austin to San Antonio. I'm doing a lot of market research, and it's telling me that most people that are intending to come to Austin at this point in time are being pushed out of that market just simply because of the rate and value that is going up. appears it's very simple for someone to see that San Antonio is much more affordable than Austin. And it's only an hour to an hour and a half drive away. I believe we're going to have plenty of folks that are moving here intending on purchasing in Austin. San Antonio is the next best closest thing. I believe that we're going to see a lot of growth from the corridor from Austin all the way to San Antonio and further. The cost of living here in San Antonio, in addition to the culture and less taxes that could be paid, is very, very reasonable for those that are considering to move to Austin area, but having to settle for San Antonio. Not a bad settlement. So here's my thoughts, guys. I believe that San Antonio is going to continue to rise in value. We're looking at March, beginning of March right now, and we're not even in the buying season just yet. Typically the buying season comes around May and ends around September timeframe. That's because the schools are let out for summer and the kids are out of school. Gives the parents plenty of time to go and shop, plan, and make that actual transition from one home to another. So you're hearing all this chatter about a market crash. If you're in Texas or moving to Texas, they're not talking about us. So I'm not here, guys, to tell you whether there is or isn't going to be a market crash. I can tell you that if you're currently a Texas resident and renting, your best bet is to start preparing to purchase a property. So that was your Millennial Mortgage update. I'm Mark Jones, your Millennial Mortgage expert, and you guys make today count.
You were talking about money margin.
Separate yourself widely from the pack moving forward. That's something that you would be willing to have a discussion about.
Because they didn't get it.
They
were
probably
like,
didn't
right.
get it. Yeah.
To follow up